Hello, this is Lucas Palmeira from Imaginando, and I'm here for another tutorial on DRC. For today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make some sounds from the song Can We Live by the amazing duo from Italy called Jestofunk. So let's get right into it. Okay, so we got 4 sounds to do, and the first one is a bass that sounds something like this. Quite a resonant synthesizer. I'm gonna turn off the utilities, just taking a little bit of the stereo without the compressor, and this equalizer just boosting the highs. Bring back the default patch. Okay. And first thing I'm going to do is go to the amplifier and raise the second oscillator to 636. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so now oscillator 2, and on oscillator 2 you're gonna drop an octave and detune it to 264. Okay. Now raise the sub-oscillator to maximum and raise 1 octave. Okay. Now let's drop the cutoff to 0. Envelope generator 2 is the envelope generate. It's the amount of this envelope generator controlling the cutoff frequency, and we're gonna raise it to 880. Okay. Now raise the resonance to 518. Okay. Now on the modulation, we want to raise keyboard to maximum. This means the higher the note, the higher the cutoff. Now let's go to envelope generator 1, the first controlling the one controlling the amplitude of the sound. We have 0 attack, 500 decay, a sustain of 515, and a release of 455. Okay. Envelope generator 2, we have 0, 6 to 4, 237, 189 on the decay, on the release. Okay, we got it. Now finally for the reverb, 5 to 7 on the amount. 370 on the decay. And modulation of 455. 455. Now this utility, as you can see, is taking off some of that stereo wideness. This is adding a little bit of sustain, and this one is boosting the highs above 1K, sorry, above 1.38K, and then a little bit on 7K. Okay, let's go to the next one. It's an organ. Which is played in conjunction with this one to get the full sound, but we're gonna do this one first. Turning off the compressor, delay modulator, okay, and bringing back the default patch. Oops. Okay, now, yes. I'm gonna put a new DRC here because it's not going to the default patch, so sorry about that. Here we have it. So now, default, And first thing we're going to do is raise sub-oscillator to maximum, like this. And we want to go to the second oscillator. First, let's raise it to 751. And now change it to a triangle wave. And detune it to 48. Now pre-gain at 769. Okay, it's there. Now let's go to the filter and drop the cutoff to 356. Resonance at 846. Envelope generator 2 amount at 0. Okay. Now we want modulation keyboard at maximum. Now for the first envelope generator, one controlling the amplitude, 111 on the attack, decay sustain at maximum, 300 release, and for the second one, 183 attack, decay 230, default value, 400 default value, release 100 default value. Finally, we go to the reverb and raise the amount to 225. Decay 418. Damping 500 and a modulation of 249. Okay. Now we can go to our delay modulator, turn it on, and it's got a little dry, it's little wet, sorry. So 277 on dry wet, depth of 317 and a rate of 190, 0 feedback, 310 of time. Then the compressor, okay, and we can go to the other organ. Okay. Now let's bring default patch. And first thing we're going to do is change the first oscillator to a square. And let me just check the value of the LFO. $0.82. 52.82. Okay. So we got a pulse width of 796. And a pulse width modulation of 721. Let's put this at 82. LFO1 controlling the pulse width modulation of the square wave, of the pulse wave in this case. Now second oscillator is a square, and we have a detune of 40, but let me raise it first to 575. And detune it to 40. Okay. Now, sub-oscillator, we raise it to maximum. And change it. Yeah, it's perfect. So we got oscillator 1 at 903. 902 is okay. Should be okay. Pre-gain of 600. And we got this ready. So now, let's go to the filter, change it to from a low-pass 4-pole to a low-pass 2-pole. Envelope generator 2 amount at 548. And drop the cutoff to 120. resonance 1516. Modulation, keyboard, maximum. Okay, now for the first envelope generator, we got 0 attack, decay and sustain at maximum, and a release of 300. And for the envelope generator 2, we got 0, 230, maximum, and 100. Okay, and now this should be it. Yes. 516. Yeah, I think we got it. So let's go to the other one. So next one is, and finally, these chords. It's kind of a dirty pad. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the mastering sustain, this utility, and the reverb. And now bring back the default patch. Okay. So first thing is drop 1 octave on the second oscillator and raise it to maximum. Detune it to 192. Now raise the sub-oscillator to 316. And raise 1 octave. Raise ring modulator to maximum. And pre-gain at 624. Okay. Now let's go to the modulation page and choose LFO2 and raise it to 342. I just want to check the value of the LFO2, which is 354. Okay. Now for the filter, let's drop it to 450. Envelope generator to amount at 234. And resonance of 744. Okay. Next, modulation. Actually, it's VCA. Velocity, we want velocity keyboard at maximum. This means the higher the note, the higher the volume, and also we want the velocity to control the volume as well. So the harder you press the note, the louder it will play. So now for the first envelope generator controlling the amplitude, we got 400. A decay of 500, 800 sustain, and a release of 123. Now envelope generator 2, we got decay and sustain at maximum, but an attack of 153. And a release of 322. Okay. Now for some reverb. $962 amount, is that right? Yes, it is. Then we got a decay of 304. Damping 500 and a modulation of 479. Now let's turn the chorus on, and we have a rate of 249. and a depth of 527. Okay, now we can add the compressor. The utility will take a little bit of the stereo and the reverb. It's an ambience medium with a dry wet of 44. And we got all the sounds ready. So let's now listen. Bear with me just a second while I get this ready. Okay, we got this ready. I think we can now... Yes, we can now listen. And that was it. And this was it, guys. I really hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. It was a fun tutorial to make. I really enjoy this song. And I hope it was instructive for you to make your own patches out of it. I will now say that if you like this content, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel. That means a lot to us. And we have new content coming up every week. So please be sure to check that out. I will now say goodbye and see you on the next one.